And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Former First Lady Michelle Robinson Obama, y'all, made sure, honey, to name drop Stephen A. Smith, y'all, during a recent discussion about how modern sports coverage mirrors the drama and spectacle of reality TV shows like Real Housewives, honey. Yes, she said it. Now, they're saying, y'all, that it's all sociological study. Now, Miss Obama said in reference to assertions, y'all, from the men in her life that sports are more dramatic than reality TV. Now, she said they think that sports is better reality TV. And she said, I'm like, it's the same thing, y'all. Now, they say if you listen to ESPN for an hour, this is what she said, it's like watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's the same drama, and they're yelling at each other, and they don't get along, she said. I mean, Stephen A. Smith, honey, he's just like every other Real Housewife. So that's why I like What's the Difference? It's just, honey, it's just sociological drama. Well, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, honey, got a little upset about it because people were saying, yes, honey, Stephen A. Smith would be a great Real Housewife. And here's what Mr. Smith had to say.
I respectfully disagreed and still remain pretty salty about what you said about us. And I feel even more adamant about what your husband, Barack Obama, said when he talked to those men in Pittsburgh and implied that to not vote for Kamala is because we're engaging in some sort of misogyny. There are issues that matter to every American citizen. And to sort of blackmail us emotionally into trying to compel us to vote one way or another is part of what won Trump the election. Because that side of the aisle was able to look at the left and say, look at what they'll do to win.
Are you serious?
Stephen A. Smith needs to be suspended. He needs to be suspended.
He's serious.
Not suspended, no.
Well, Ricky, how dare you say that, talk that way, first of all, to the former First Lady. You don't talk to the First Lady like that. He would never talk to Nancy Reagan or nobody like that.
I mean, for him, they hurt my feelings, so that's why I voted for Trump. Like, what?
That's basically what he said.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's not a good look, Ricky. I'm sorry. I just, we done lost Shannon Sharp now, but Stephen A. Smith, honey, he needs to come on and apologize to the former president. Because y'all sports, y'all know that when y'all be hooping and hollering, screaming at the TV, and so it's just like a bunch of women. Like,
It's different, man. It's a little bit different because it's called debating. I mean, listen, if you're debating about sports, sometimes it can get a little heated. And it can be, I can see the relation of getting heated when you're talking. But I still think it's a little bit different, though.
So people don't get in fights? People don't get in fights when they're
They ain't fighting and throwing stuff on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Well, hell, y'all fighting on the damn court on the football field when y'all be doing this stuff. So, I mean, when we hollering at the TV and hollering about, girl, why she do that, blah, 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 it's debating. It's not what you just said.
I'm just talking about the broadcast.
Yeah, well,
I ain't talking about on the field. I'm talking about the broadcast.
Well, I beg to differ. I don't believe that Stephen A. Smith would say such a thing to Michelle Robinson.
Horrifying, ain't it, Gary?
Very much so. She was the first damn lady and the first African American.
Not the first lady, the first damn lady. You better let them know.
Okay, so it just hurt my spirit when Stephen said this to her, but we're going to keep him lifted up in prayer, and hopefully everything goes well with him and he don't join the ranks of Shannon Sharp. All right, moving on. Another celebrity news, y'all know. Wherever there's a little smoke, there's some fire, honey. I done said this once before. It's been reported out that Jay-Z reportedly, honey, had his $3 million chain, y'all, snatched at Beyonce's Vegas finale the other day. Now, some people say, was it an inside job? But they're saying, y'all, that the people are whispering, honey, from multiple sources, y'all, that Jay-Z have been the victim of a high-stakes jewelry heist, honey, during Queen Bey's last concert tour. And they're saying the alleged theft, honey, thief at least got away very clean with it. Now, some people are saying, according to one person, they said, who was at the show, they're saying Jay-Z was allegedly robbed of the chain. Reportedly, it was only worth, honey, close to $3 million. And then they're saying that it was iced out for the guards. They say it was beautiful diamonds, rare stones, the worst. Now, the purported chain, y'all, that Jay had was a custom chain, y'all, from his Ace of Spades collection or whatever. But people saying this could have been a setup or whatever. But some people saying that, Jay-Z and Beyonce may be getting short on money. And, allegedly people could say it could be an insurance deal, so.
No.
Okay. Let's think about this.
Let's think this through.
How could somebody take a chain from Jay-Z at a Beyonce concert?
Easy, they snatched it off his chest.
Yeah, they say Jay-Z's security is better than Obama's.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it happened or not, but I'm just telling you what the report is saying, though.
Yeah,
and I do know too, like they say, when you get shot on money and stuff like that, sometimes we can do some things, honey, because insurance does pay off. So I don't know, but
how much did her tour make?
Do what?
How much did her tour make?
They don't have nothing to do with the price of tea in China.
Yeah. I want to be that short on cash.
They don't have
I pray to be that short on cash.
$460 million.
Yeah, thank you.
believe.
They got money. They took money out, loans on their mansions that I reported the other day. Honey.
Rich people do that, Gary.
Yeah, it's called good debt.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, there ain't no damn good debt. That's called, honey. You got cash. I talked to somebody about that too, Rocky, when we had that discussion. Somebody said they'd rather have cash, honey, than credit because your credit card easily flows. Well, I don't know what they got. I'm just telling you what the stories say, and I just report the stories, honey. That's all I do, baby. So now y'all was there, no different, honey. Knock on wood. But anyway, child, we're gonna keep them lifted up here.
There you go.
Knock on wood.
So we gonna, honey, keep them all lifted up in prayer, y'all. And while we pray, let's continue to pray for Boosie Badazz. They say he has finally accepted a plea deal, y'all, in his ongoing federal gun case, y'all. They're saying that the rapper was charged in 2023, honey, with being a felon in possession of a firearm in San Diego. They said, but after fighting the case, it was dismissed in July 2024. But unfortunately for Boosie, they're saying that the federal prosecutors refiled the charges last month. Now, they're saying law enforcement reportedly saw the rapper with a gun in his waistband in a social media post. Now, following his arrest, he was released on a $100,000 bond. They say Boosie hopped on the X, formerly Twitter, to update his fans. He said, quote, just accepted a plea deal from the federal government on my gun case. I thought this case was over with, and I was, honey, going to get on with my life. But God don't make mistakes, honey. He said, honey, I'm tired of fighting. He said, I talked to my family in this right decision. To all my fans across the world, he said, say a prayer. And that's what we need to do, you know. So he's just tired of fighting, so he's just accepting things. So sometimes we get tired of fighting, honey, you know. In the words of Fannie Lou Hamer, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. All right, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahlua.
You put Lil Boosie and Fannie Lou Hamer in the same sentence. Okay.
Yes, Lord.
Never been done before.
The Kahlua today, y'all, is Avalon. On the hand, you say Avalon, and on the lawn, you say beautiful tan. That's your Kahlua for today.
There it is. Y'all give it up for Gary with the seed.